Good morning. How to use React, Redux and TypeScript together. We will build a simple note-taking application that will allow you to take notes. Some note, hello, Redux, hello, TypeScript, using React, Redux and TypeScript. Begin by creating a new React TypeScript application. npx create React app, template, TypeScript, React, Redux, TypeScript. Go to the application folder, cd, React, Redux, TypeScript, and install Redux and React-Redux. Redux is written in TypeScript, so you don't need to install additional types for it. But you need to install additional types for React-Redux. Yarn add types React-Redux. Open the project in code editor. Go to src, app.tsx, remove the existing layout, remove logo and app.css. We can remove the test. And now let's write the layout for our application. There will be a fragment in which we'll render an input, type text, name note, placeholder note, and a button, add note. Let's group them in a div element, div, and a closing div. Then we'll have a horizontal line and a list of created nodes. Let's move the input and the button to a separate component. Create new file, call it new node input.tsx. Inside of it, import React from React export new node input. It should be a const equals a new function, return, and here we can just cut this layout, paste it here, and now use new node input instead. New node input. Here we want to know when the new node input button is clicked, so we can create a new node. Let's define new node input props. Interface new node input props. Add node is a function that will accept node as a string and will return nothing. Here we can say that new node input is React functional component that accepts new node input props. We destructure the props to get the add node callback. To get the value from the input, we'll need to create a new state, const node set node equals React use state empty string by default. Now we can set input value equals node, and on change we will need to update the node. Let's create a new callback, const update node equals function that accepts an event, and inside of this function we will call set node event target value. We need to specify the event type here. We know that this is an onChange event, so we type change event, and we need to specify the type of the element that will trigger this change event. In our case it is HTML input element. And now we know that the value will be string. Now on input on change, we're gonna call our update node function. Now when we click the button on click, we're gonna call another callback that will be on add node click equals a function that will call the add node callback, this one from the props, and send the node value to it, and then it will clean up the input. Set node empty string. So we pass add node click to our add node button on add node click. Now let's go to app.tsx and pass a callback to our new node input. For now, let's just pass an alert there. And now let's launch our application. We create a new node, test, add node, and we see in the browser alert with text test. Okay, now we are ready to connect Redux. Let's go to index.tsx, import provider from React Redux, and wrap our application into provider. Now we need to pass a store to provider. Let's create a new file, call it store.ts, import create store from Redux, and we'll export const store equals create store, and we need to pass a reducer to create store function. Let's define our reducer. New file, node reducer.ts. In Redux, reducers are functions that calculate the new value for your state. So as reducer is a function, let's define and export a new one. Export const nodes reducer equals a function, and reducers accept two values. First it is state, this is the previous state value, and an action. This is basically an event containing the data to calculate the new state, and this function returns the new state value. Let's define the type of our state. Interface nodes state will have a field nodes, which is an array of strings. So the initial state could be an object with a field nodes with an empty array of nodes. State equals initial state. And we can also say that state has type of nodes state. Now let's define the type for our actions. Type action equals type add node and payload string. Now we can set that action type is action. Usually reducers contain switch case statement in them, where they check the action type, switch action type, and depending on what type does the action have, we perform different modifications to the state. So in our case, add node, we will return a new object with all the fields from the previous state, but the field nodes will be a new array with all the previous nodes plus action payload. So we basically add a new node here. If we receive an action with any other type, this will be our default statement. We just return state without any changes. Now let's go to store.ts, import nodes reducer from nodes reducer and pass it to our create store function. Nodes reducer. Now let's go to index.tsx, import store from store and pass it to our provider. Store equals store. Now we can get access to our store values in our layout. We can do it using React-Redux hooks. First, let's try to get the list of created nodes. Const nodes equals use selector, and selector is the function that will parse our state object and get only the required field from it. So we need to pass a function to it that will receive state and return state nodes. Right now the type of the nodes field is unknown, so we need to provide the type of our state to the use selector hook. If you look at our root reducer, you will see that it will be nodes state. Let's export it, go back to app.tsx and specify that the type of the state is node state. Now inside of the selector callback, we know that the nodes field is an array of strings, but outside of it, the nodes is still unknown. We can fix it by providing the return type of the use selector. It will be node state, nodes field. Here we specified what is the type of our state, and here we specified what is the type of the returned value of our use selector hook. Now we know that nodes is an array of strings. Here you go. Let's use them in our layout. Nodes, map, and for each node, let's render a list element. We'll use node text as a key as well. Key equals node, and the value will be node as well. Return. If you open the browser, you will see that our application builds, but right now the list of nodes is empty. So we need to pass the dispatch function instead of alert. So right now if we add some text, add node, it will still display the alert. Let's fix it. In Redux, state is updated by dispatching actions. Let's get the dispatch function const dispatch using use dispatch hook. Let's create an add node fallback here. Const add node equals a function. It needs to accept the node as an argument, node string, and let's pass it here. Inside of the add node function, we could call dispatch, and here we need to create an action. An action is an object containing type. In our case, it is add node, and payload. In our case, it is node value. Now, if you open the browser and add some node, hello node, add node, it will be in the list. Reload page, add node, something. Right now we create the add node action manually, and it has a lot of possibilities for mistakes. For example, we could make a typo here, or just misformat it, or do some other type of error. Let's create an action creator function that will create the action for us. Let's create a new file called actions.ts and create a function here. Const add node equals a function that returns an object, and here we can use the type of the action that we created earlier. Let's go to the nodes reducer and let's move the action type to the actions.ts and export it from here. Go back to nodes reducer and import the action type back to the actions, and now we can say that add node returns action. Now TypeScript will say that empty object is missing the fields from the action type declaration. It is missing type and payload. Let's define them. Type equals add node. If we try to enter something else, add node for example, it will complain that add node is not assignable to type add node, because it knows that the type field of our action type can only be add node, and the payload field will have the value from the function argument node string, and now payload will have the value of the node. Export the action creator, go to app.tsx. We'll have to rename the add node callback. Let's call it on add node instead, on add node. Remove the action that we create here, and instead we will call add node from actions, and we'll pass the node value to it. Let's open the app, test, add node, blah, 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 add node, and it works. Thank you for watching this video. If you have questions about React, Redux, TypeScript or other front-end technologies, ask them in the comments. And also I have a Discord server. Join it if you want to propose the topics for the next videos. See you next time.